What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. I apologize for the late upload, but I was not planning on doing a video tonight because I did not make any moves, but I just made some moves in the aftermarket, so I decided to do a quick video. If you guys could smash that like, that would be greatly appreciated to help grow the channel. And let's get into it. So, big red day today, down almost 10 grand. For today's movers, we got Amazon down 8%, Tesla down 6%, Enphase down 5%, Palantir down 4%, Shopify down 7%, Meta holding strong at 5%, CrowdStrike down 4.7%, Riot down 5%, and that's it. We are now using $6,000 worth of margin, which I'll have to decide how to take care of that in the near future. So, for today's stock buy, we got 425 shares of Intel for $10,000. Average price was $23.53. I'd seen this dropping ever since the earnings came out at 4 o'clock, and one of my rules is really to never ever buy in the after hours. But the reason why I decided to gamble a little bit today was just because, actually let's go to this other one. When I actually got to work and was able to pull up the chart, luckily the bleeding had pretty much ended by then, and I realized that when I put on the 5-year chart, you can see down here to the bottom left, 23.54 was a 5-year low. So right now we are the lowest point we've been in the last 5 years. So I figured that would be as good a time as ever to start a little swing trade that could possibly turn into an investment. We'll see. But I think tomorrow when the market opens, it's pretty much bled out at this point, in my opinion. I think you'll get a lot of swing traders, a lot of momentum traders, a lot of people, getting light bulbs going off on their phone for extremely oversold conditions and different things like that. So to me, it was worth it here, So I decided to take a bite. Not going to be selling any calls against these shares. So what I was looking at with Robinhood was, as soon as this is just what you never want to do. You never want to just, on this straight line down, nobody is Nostradamus. So don't buy this until it starts going over to the right, like this. You're going to save yourself so much pain and heartache by trying to just blindly, and that's what it is, it's blindly buying this dip right here. Just wait for it. Wait for it to go to the right. Even if that means, you miss the bottom. That's fine. You'll be much more happy missing the bottom by 5% than buying right here. Let's see what the price was at. Buying at 25.43, only down 12%, and then boom, now you're at 23.69 and you're already down substantially on your position. So just never do that. All right, never ever do that. So that's the new addition to the portfolio. Looking at some of the different action today, we got the Facebook put credit spreads that were up nicely, so those are almost at 50%. Amazon was up nicely, but obviously those are going to be down tomorrow, but we're still right there near our break even, so I'm not going to be doing anything with those. SoFi is now back around $7, so we're down on those leaps again. Stocks on my radar now, we got Celsius still looking at a great point. Riot's now back down in the 9s, so definitely could look to do something there. CrowdStrike has just got to be bottoming out somewhere soon. Anything below 200 is just a steal, in my opinion. And then we got BidX making a comeback and up 6% in the after hours. I haven't really seen why. I've been looking for some, let's see if we go to Bitcoin. I've been looking for some news. I can't really figure out anything super bullish that's happened, but sometimes that's what happens with crypto. If you are privy to that information, please drop it down in the comments so I can maybe make some moves based off of that bullish information. Just overall bloody day in the market. I'm actually very grateful for this, because if you look at some of my calls that were deep in the money, they're slowly starting to come back to me. So the worst in the money calls right now are the 375 Microsoft calls, the 210 CrowdStrike calls, and the 145 Amazon calls. So, this type of price action is definitely bringing those back into the wheelhouse. I'll be able to add shares possibly, or if not, just make a little comeback, maybe even buy some of those calls back for a small loss. That way I can start having those shares unencumbered again. I'm not going to go through the options today, not really any movement. Crypto portfolio, like I said, making a nice comeback. Only down 1,900. We were down like 5,000 today. So you can see right here on this chart, making a nice bounce off those lows. The account was down below 84,000. Now it's back to 87. A little bit of green, Aerodrome Finance, but I considered adding to, just looking at a lot of these technicals on these different projects. A lot of them are resting right at support, so I considered adding here in the past few hours actually, but just gonna play it out. I pretty much got most of the positions fully built, so if I miss an exact bottom, I'm really not concerned, and I can add on the way up. And so yeah, not really feeling too pressured to buy this dip quite yet. That's pretty much it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Finally got all the big boys out of the way as far as the mega caps, and so hopefully now we can start putting on some options positions, get back to selling some puts, selling some calls. I would say the past month and a half has been like so slow and boring for me, because I really don't like selling options around all of these earnings plays, because especially with all the FOMCs, and it seems like every FOMC is like the biggest one ever, and so with cash flow not being the main priority in my account, I just need to be careful that I don't get caught up in any cash secured puts that go majorly against me. And obviously looking to not sell calls against any shares while they are deep down, because I don't want to give up the upside that I feel is coming in the near future. So that's my mindset. In the next 7 days, really in the portfolio, I'm not sure when Palantir earnings are. I'll have to look at that, but I know Shopify is in I think next week, so that might be like a make or break for the position. If the earnings aren't really good, that might be a point where this position gets cut. It has come back to my break even like 2 or 3 times, but hasn't been able to hold, so I'm currently down 16% for 4,800 on that one, average cost of 67. I still felt that was a pretty good entry point, but obviously everything else in the portfolio is looking much better. So that's pretty much the only black eye of the portfolio is Shopify, but if they have good earnings, it's been one of those stocks that can really run, so we will see on that one. Anyway, don't want to make this one too long. Hope you guys are doing well. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Definitely will answer anything in the comments. I appreciate you guys for your support, and as always, take care and God bless.